This isn't even a joke, we're actually underwater.
Good morning, everybody, or whatever time you're watching this. You join me post-gym, post-grabbing the coffee, and in, not a rush yet, but basically there's a few things that are going on right now. So, one of the things, football tops. That's something that you're going to see today, and I'm going to go through a bit of the process, maybe how that came about, or just why, what we're doing with the football tops and what my logic of process is with it. Might be curious by that. Not then actually. Firstly, taking Marge to the station, because Marge is actually going until next Tuesday, and then she's having another week off. So you're actually going to see a lot more like one-on-one content with me and not Marge, which for me, I'm actually looking forward to it as much as I know that Marge needs the break as well. We love like being a double act team and all that sort of stuff, but I am looking forward to 5 days of just having uninterrupted time in the warehouse to just really make sense of everything. As the sort of owner to the businesses, you have to do that as well. Like, you have to hold that accountability to really take the awareness in. Anyway, obviously. So then I'm going to drop her off. But afterwards, I messaged Kit, who came to the car boot with me that time. And he's actually, he's got a space this morning to cut my hair. So I thought, take it to the shop. Maybe George, who's a tattooist, is there as well. And get them pair on camera, having a little chat. It is going to be for TikTok, but that's going on. Going to do that. Then going to hit a couple charity shops on Queens Road where the Barbers is. And head back to work and basically make sense of the football tops and all that sort of stuff that's going on. So stick about, start tickling the likes and stuff to let me know that you're engaged and you're locked in for maybe the next 5 to 10 minutes or whatever's going to interest you. And let's just see what happens next. Let's keep it going. I'm trying not to let a situation win right now, but this phone has 10% charge. My other phone has 5%. My charger stopped working for some reason I didn't realise on one phone. Marge has just texted me saying that Lindsay's just said that it's flooded at work, and I'm on my way to go and see Marge to go and take her to the station in like 25 minutes. Thought I'd get there a couple minutes earlier, and I'm stuck in traffic. So controlling the situation, I can't change anything other than where I am right now in this position. I can't change the fact that it's flooded at work. I can't change the fact that the phones are not charged. And if I can't make content, then that's just what I'm not supposed to do today, in terms of until I get charged. But the mental strength and like ability to not lock into that bad energy and like let it rule you is definitely very difficult. So I'm going to put some tunes on and create a good vibe. And yeah, you'll see me when I have some charge on this. And I hope it's before I have my hair, because it'd be nice to say hey to Kit while we're there at the shop. Oh, and just a quick one for anybody who becomes a Mr. and Mrs. Obvious. Yes, I have got a portable phone charger, but that also is currently missing. And I do get benefit from using that, but I also find that I don't ironically find it. I find that I lose it all the time. Also, hands-free, so genuine question, how come people like sit in traffic like for a lot of their life? Like, I do this once in a blue moon when I have to do something like take Marge to the station, and it always makes me think, why on earth would you have a job where you have to sit in traffic for like 45 minutes? Please tell me like why you do that to yourself. I just think this is like the biggest waste of my own time, because you can't do anything else other than just sit in the traffic. And yes, I am letting the situation micro win at the moment. I need to remember that I've already had a croissant and a coffee. But yeah, I know I'm capturing this shot and it's like, Spen, you're probably watching it going, well, save the battery. But these are the moments that like are better capturing, because yeah, in the next one, I'm hoping to be at Kit's with some shots, which I'm sure I'll make work. But yeah, I thought I was going to get my phone charged before at Marge's house, but this traffic is winding me up. Yeah, please, somebody tell me, what is it about sitting in traffic? Why do people do it? Why do people like not just live closer to where they work? That's my question. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, right. I think all I needed was just like a little bit of a flipping hiss and moan with Marge, but we've just got her from the station. Hang on, getting your bag out.
So they won't lose me.
Now, I think this is just a good moment to get this. I'm using this now. So Marge isn't going to be there at work, so the bundles aren't going to be being made by hers truly, as we've already disclosed this. I'm going to be there doing some as we can. But yeah, she's off now, and you're off.
I'm off ski.
And when you're back?
Sunday,
which will be back into work on what, Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
So right.
That's gonna make it. Should have put a bigger coat on. I thought it was not. Didn't think it was cold.
But right.
Look, do you like my high vis?
There you go. You look like you're just like manning a flipping
Look, I
festival
bought
or
this for
something.
when I worked at the school so the kids could see me when we were in a crowd for school trips.
Yeah, so we're going to leave her to get going with this. This one's got 10% on the phone, the other one's died. So then we'll get to Kit's and put one of them on charge and make some content. We'll turn this day round.
We will.
Well-
And you all have beautiful days.
Yeah. There she goes. She's actually cheering, really, aren't you? Woo! Yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm parked in the disabled right now, but you go. You go, Toto. You be like the... Yeah, see you Sunday. Welcome to Leicester. I'll tell you what, Leicester's an absolute... Yeah, no one can hear you, mate. I don't know why I did that like I'm like a flipping pigeon in Valiant, but yeah, she's off now. And that just means now that it's time to make sense of the work, hustle and the flow, and I'll be deadly honest with you, once I get back to work and we get figured out, we can get sorted. But she did say to me, basically, the tumble dryers aren't underwater, but we only have one that's working at the moment. Because she got the reporting from Lindsay. It's good. This is real life. This is really happening to me today. And this is like a normal day, like where things like this can happen. But we're going to get a haircut. We're going to say Kit. We're going to see Kit, have a little laugh for a minute and also get me a haircut. And then, scratch my fucking nose. Sorry, my flipping nose. Oh, there's my hand. And yeah, we're just going to keep going with this, to be honest. So I'm on the next shot, whatever that is.
What?
We're just here right now, just getting a haircut. Just let these pairs just do their thing. So, got to Kit's right now, having a haircut. Luckily, he's got 2 phone chargers. Hang on, what? Oh yeah, and this is George, but this is what, so for some reason, why are
I've got a
you...
vintage cricket bat.
Dunno.
Less shit side, man. So.
Has it really?
Yeah, well, the whole team.
Oh, he's got there.
It's going well. But anyway, yeah, he's going to cut me out. It looks like it's something out of the Matrix today as well. What was the inspo with the fit today?
I don't know, I've got my hair trimmed, cut a load of my hair off.
Yeah, it looks good.
A bit of a little mullety, skin fade
Yeah.
vibe, which is very...
It looks very like, I don't know if it looks French actually, but it looks definitely a certain tone.
I'll take friend. I've now got a whip.
And what did you, I thought you said you got a whip earlier on. What is it?
A whip? The car?
Wait, oh, I was looking at this thinking that the plant was a whip. Hang on.
No.
Right. Oh my god, has it got 4 wheels? Hang on. So, fun fact about Kit. I think, Kit, you're the one friend I've got that's had like more cars than like...
I'm possibly the last car in the world.
This ain't too bad
Yeah,
though.
my nan's donated it, mate. So
Yeah?
Free car, can't really say no. Automatic.
Yeah?
She's chilling.
Oh, automatic's the way to go.
It's just got a fucking...
Won't get the reg plate in
bad
it.
dent here. I don't know what I can do about that, but...
Don't know, probably just get another dent in there maybe.
but apart from that, it's a very good nick, I think.
Yeah, magic. We'll see you peeping through the road. And now you can drive. You can actually, you're limitless.
Yeah, I know, I can go to other places while I'm just carrying a box.
Leave this shot now. Next one we'll be seeing what my state of my hair looks like. Okay, so you actually joined me a little bit more in a calmer state. Things have slowed down a little bit because we've forced them to slow down a little bit. No, just mostly importantly, getting this cat little toy, but also we're just got the phones charged, got the haircut as you can see, and Kit just came to the charity shops with me and did like a little bit of content. And I don't know, just that little moment of reset, it comes back to that thing of like 3 minutes ago in the video, probably seems like there was stress because it seemed like there was so much going on that I couldn't control. But then you kind of sit and you go, I'm aware I can't control it, so what now? And you just move on with it. So right now I'm just going to basically send a message to Lindsay, who's at work, because she's not been able to do the shirts because oh shit, actually I do remember she has put them on wash but she can't dry them because the warehouse is flooded. I think the QC, quality control. So what I'm going to do is quickly go and get a coffee, and then actually I'm going to get my coat as well. I'm going to bring you through to basically the next part of the day, which will be getting back to work, getting these football tops on a dry, showing you some of that, and then also like explaining like why Spen got football shirts. Is this going to be something that you can expect to see, and if it is, under what metric? So yeah, stay tuned and keep tickling things down there so the algorithm likes me. Take this moment to just show you this app. Oh my god, look at this one. This place called Northern Cobbler, absolutely nice little coffee setting. Also, I'm like a genuinely big fan of like when the cups don't have handles, so that makes a big difference to me whenever I have coffees. I don't know what that point was, but yeah. Yo, you're joining me on this side a sec. We're actually in big Leicester City right now. I've already just done some content, got a coffee, and the reason why I came here is because I thought basically after this morning I need to get an iPhone charger, so we're having a walk. I don't know why I look like I'm just recording people, actually. Hang on. Just realised that probably looks like a bit of a weird perspective, just like filming people like that. But no, I've basically come to Leicester quickly. While I was here, I just thought, let me go into one of the shops. Went into this interesting shop that I can't show you on this one because I did it for TikTok, which, if it's successful on TikTok, I'm definitely going to come and do it again for YouTube. I think one thing I'm going to notice is almost testing how some of these little things work on TikTok, on YouTube. And yes, I'm burping from coffee, how disgusting. But no, I'm basically going to go and get a charger now from the Apple store. And then what we're going to do is we're basically going to get back to work. I'm going to get we're going to have a look at the flood situation, because that's obviously not ideal either, but it is something that's happening. And apparently, before I just like messaged Lindsay, just before getting here, I sort of said, what's the situation? And she went, the water is rising. So that's a nice alarming thing. Luckily it won't rise. I don't really want to say anything, but like, I was going to say, luckily it won't rise too far, but it was going to rise as far as it's realistically, geographically going to. So we'll just see what happens next. And I think that regardless, it'll be content showing you inside it. But most importantly, I need to get these football tops on a dry. And then I just need to start going through some bundle preparing, really. Going through some of the bags, getting all the piles, and essentially doing it in my order. So the next few days, you're going to see how I would like to run and operate with these sort of things. I thought that was actually a bouncer at the door. It was just a flipping mannequin. Anyway, Bizzle. Yeah, right, I'm just about to go to the Apple store, but I wanted to show you this. So I just said to Marge, like, she just saw this cat cap, and I said, do a TikTok video. And she did it over a minute. She gets it. And anyway, it's about her finding a cat cafe. So yeah, we've got Marge on it as well. I need to just literally get this charger. I didn't know the piss. Who knew that when you have like 5 coffees, you're gonna need the toilet? But anyway, let me get this. Oh yeah, welcome to Leicester, where, you know, nice high class, John Lewis. Oh, some smashed in flipping window. How on earth does that even happen? That's mad. Yeah, that's actually crazy. I just literally saw some guy filming it, and I was just like, wait, I walked past that. Is that? I'm like, did I even see that? And no, the reality is, he was just like, no, I've just had the same experience. He was just like, this has just happened now, I think. But no idea how that happens. I imagine it's not somebody launching flipping stones at the window, but your guess is good as mine, mate. Could be. But anyway, yeah, so we're just going to quickly head back now, get these football tops literally sorted, and then I think it's just going to be a case of literally getting some of the bundles built, showing you the process of that, because I think it's going to be interesting. My way of processing for the bundles is a lot different to Marge's, but because we've got time, I think it's going to work. Essentially how I do things is I would use the trolleys rather than the piles on the floor, but you know, I don't need to tell you right now because I've probably told you in 3 different clips. But hey, the mood's just shifted. I'm feeling in a better place. And look, InPost in here as well. They're everywhere, mate. They're absolutely everywhere. Okay, so the time is 12:42. Don't know why I showed you so cryptic. And I wanted to just show you, I'm just at work now, just going to have a little look at where the river is. And then I'm going to sort of basically show you lot me mapping this out. Oh my God. Yeah, take a look at this. So this is the QC building, right? This is the warehouse. And this is the reality of being right by a river. So this obviously isn't where the water is. You've got loads of steps that go down into it. And as a result of where the water sits, you can see how high it is on the building. Now, I'm quite nervous, obviously, because I know it's already risen. And I'm going to just basically show you live and direct. I don't think we can see any in there, can we? No, can't see a thing. So we'll have a little look in here and assess the situation, because essentially, I mean, they must be underwater as well. But they're all here. So I don't know how this is working, but we'll have a little look. I'll show you inside. I don't know why I'm whispering. But here we go. A reality of it is I'm going to have to put wellies on. Oh, hell. Sorry for my language. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we're underwater. So what this kind of means realistically, so you see that hole that's there in the floor? The water just has to wait to go out. Marge says, like, sometimes she's such a trooper, she'll just put like wellies on and go through with it. But obviously, as you can see, you can't have staff working in that condition because it's underwater. So what I'm going to do now is obviously make a TikTok for this, because this is something that the internet always likes to see. Well, I say the internet, this is what TikTok will react to as well, because this is this is a real thing that's actually happening right now. Oh man, shout out to all the people at the bottom of the unit as well that just kind of came up and were like, oh, if you want any help with anything, let me know. And I'm like, unless you want to get some buckets and get the water out, don't worry about it. But the floods are a reality, and that's why the premises that we have over there is extremely cheap. Like, we don't pay a lot for the rent in that other building for the prime reason that where it is not in a place that most businesses would be able to realistically process it. Like, we kind of had this conversation, and we have this every time the floods happen. This is about the 12th to 13th time over the course of the last 10 years. I think 1 year it happened about 3 times in a month. It was aggressive. And luckily we're at a position now where like nobody's here, so it's okay. But we've thought basically clearing this whole room out and turning this into a like where the washing machines could be, because realistically we've got the plumbing situation and system there, and that's what I think we'll do. But right now the plan of action is essentially I got to go and get some wellies on, and I got to get in there and put the tops, the football tops, on the tumble. So basically, it's all of, and for anybody who goes, what? Don't do that, it's flooded. The circuits are all above ground. Everything is fine. It is not, I mean, it's as safe as it's going to look. I mean, if you want to talk about safety, right? Like, not like saying, oh, look how unsafe we are, but like, realistically, you know, we're still here and things are still okay. But what you're going to see me do is put them on a dry. That's got 1 hour and 20. And while that's doing it, I'm going to come back up here, go through some of these bags, and basically just start building up some more piles. But I'm so gassed for this. We've got today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 5 days of like pure shenanigans. No members of staff are in other than the ones that I need if need be, which I think it might be Tyler to basically put the stuff in boxes. That's going to be about it. So because of that, I'm basically the one in control of doing all the bundles. But what I've thought with the bundles as well, I can't show you them right now because they're in the wash, is I've got a plan with these football tops. And I want to show you them and talk about them when we've got them. But this is just like some of the piles right now. So we have like the sweats and the hoodies and the trousers and the t-shirts and different bits that we basically pull them out and do it like that. That's how they do the system. How I'm going to probably do a system, if I'm being totally honest, is I'm just going to have one tub for branded, one tub for unbranded, and then I'm going to make sure that it's a nice mixture of things. And remember, I'm putting them together as well with these, so I'm going to make sure that it has a minimum spec in mind. But this is why the football shirts are quite good. So you will all know that I'm not a football head. It's not something that's like my forte, nor is it something that I've ever like driven to. It's so funny that this guy is just there all the time. But people love them, and I'm in a position to be able to get some in a price that is a little bit higher than what I normally would. But it was kind of my way of thinking, let's make something make sense. If like the next 20 people who order a bundle on the website, if they know that they're going to get a football shirt in there, and the average football shirt, even in these ones that we've got, can be anywhere between like 30 and like 100 and 120 quid. Not a lot of them are 120 quid. I don't know if any of them are in conditions for it. Then it's quite good in a sense where it's like, if you're getting a bundle, but you know you're getting a football top, you're just going to be gassed. Plus, we noticed that basically what happened with people is when they get one item that they like from a bundle, they disregard everything. And I know that's not really a good approach or a process, but they do that. They disregard it and they're kind of like so happy. So we're not thinking, oh yeah, we'll send everyone shit stuff and just give you a football top and be like, yeah, look. But the football top is our way of going, look, we're going to give you something that we essentially would do better off if we just sold them all individually. But I'm happy just doing a test with like 30 to 50 tops this Saturday on till, which you can come and buy them. I'll do them all £1 no reserve, and that's what I'm going to do. So I've got another shitty task. I've got to open one of these boxes, take out some Grandad jumpers and re-tape. So let me get on with that now. This tape and this gun, I nearly threw it into 1 million pieces, but I didn't. I held myself together. Anyway, next shot. Also, I'm not sure how many of you are interested in like what's sold on Vinted and Depop. I feel like some of you are, but these are some of the things that I can now send from the other day. So I've got wrestling figures here. We've got Monsters Inc. plush and the Jive Bunny vinyl. Now, just a quick one, I'll tell you. Sold for a 5, sold for a tenner, sold for 12. They were in a bundle that I spent £4 and got about 9, 10. This was £1 and that was £2.50. So all of 4 times minimum. But I also have this one that is my Depop order. Oh God, I should have just stopped filming. But
I also sold this one, and I want to tell you how much this one cost me from the kilo sort of situation. For those that don't know, basically I did this Depop challenge where I spent 80 quid on these rails to show you how much I can make. But this one's sold on Depop, so I'll just quickly show you how much it's actually made. I may as well just do this at the same time, and then we'll see how we get on. But also the phone is longing me out. Sorry, you are hearing the belches right now. This is a beautiful one though. Almost sold this to a guy at the kilo sale when he came, but unfortunately I didn't. That's why it's still here. But from this one, I will get £15.65, noted with the marks that you see. You can see some maybe. But anyway, let me just show you this one, how much that one cost me at our £7.50 a kilo. And that one cost me £3.75. So that one was actually, I mean, 15.65 to 3.75. Easy profit made on that one.
I have a feeling these videos might start being really long in the next couple of days, just because I'll keep capturing stuff. But basically, this is what you do when videos do start doing well straight away. So I've just seen a video that I've posted and it's starting to do really well. I'm going to see if I can grab it right now. And basically, when you see videos that are doing well, the process that you should really take is to try and post it on as many different platforms as possible. But this one is doing relatively well. I mean, in terms of like, if you look at views, it's like just under 3,000 views in less than an hour, which is always a good response. Normally, if your video is getting like 5k views in an hour, around that point, it's probably set to do like okay. But what I'm doing now is basically just downloading it without the watermark. So annoyingly, you can save videos before you upload them, like when they're in the drafts on TikTok, and you can kind of take the watermark off automatically as a result. But your boy didn't do that. He posted it anyway. So just getting this video. Plus, I didn't really know that it was going to do well. But the floods, relative, and all that sort of good stuff. So it's just good for people to see how things are really going. I've got my list right now, and I know I preach about like the process that you should take and stuff. But right now, in the moments of how much we're balancing and stuff, I just write little tasks and just do the next task when it's ready, so that I can just focus on that. So the Depop and the Vinted labels, I've just got them done, and then the Parcel Force labels and all of that configured has just been sorted for the ones that are going today. And the next job is to put the wellies on and put the football tops in the dryer. After doing that, I will basically be back up here, going through the bags and probably just showing you some of that process. Anything that's cool, I'll video it. And yeah. That's about it, really. So let's keep it moving. You join me in the same position, but a little bit later. It's actually, what is it? Wait, blimey, it's 2 o'clock. I should have known that by the time. So this lovely woman called Isla just popped down, actually. And she represents a coffee shop that's up the road. And she said, oh, they want to do a pop-up. And they wondered if we'd fancy a little pop-up in there. It's just funny, like, just people will just come through and there could be something that's like, literally, doors open, new opportunities. And this door opened up this woman called Isla to come and let us know. Anyway. Got the football tops in the dryer. I'm thinking of doing a video when they're ready to come out, because I think that the fact that I'm wearing wellies and having to do that is probably going to, people on the internet are going to go, what are you doing? Blah, blah. Which we always like to trigger the internet sometimes, not always. But now I'm going to go through these bags, and basically you might see a time lapse at some point of me just going through, but basically I'm going to have 3 tubs. One's going to be for the branded stuff that's rags and reworks or illegitimate stuff for the bundles. The second one is going to be all of the kilo stuff that doesn't get to the branded. And then the third one is going to be the bits and bobs that are for all the bundles. So without further ado, I'm going to do that for about an hour until the first tumble's going, because we only have one tumble dryer that works. I'm going to have to do that for an hour and then go down and check it and go back and do it for another hour. So that's that. And so then, yeah, in about 2.5 hours time, we'll have all of them dried about 4:30. And then we'll do that. And then because of the way that the situation down there is at the moment, I'm thinking that I'll probably just go home and do some work from home. And I might just show you a bit about what my other part of like work is that I've been doing, because now I've got a laptop. I've got a situation where I can have a system that works for me. So let's just keep cooking this off and getting some of these products out and about. And yeah, see you in a mosey. So this is the system that I have. I know the ladies have it all on the floor and I get that, but this is the system that makes sense to me. So I've got my branded ones that I'm going to put in there, my kilo stuff that's non-branded in there, and the fakes and reworks, so damaged stuff, grade C and above on the branded stuff. Only grade C branded in here will be ones that are like
top tier as a brand. But that's what I'm going to start doing now, basically filling up all of these tubs and seeing how we get on. I can't confirm how far I'll get with it, but I mean, we've got the best part of about 25 bags behind us, and the next delivery isn't actually until, it's for about another 10 days, so there's no point in me getting too trigger happy, but you know, see how we get on. I tell you right now, this system, I think the ladies will much prefer it. But basically, this is what I'm doing. So I'm getting the brand stuff, the kilos. I mentioned this earlier on. This actually was what I came to show you. So the Coldplay t-shirt's quite cool. That's going in the kilo, but look at this one. I love these t-shirts. They make me lol every time I see it. I thought it was Fiona from Shrek. It's like the exact same green I think they use, if you know about hex codes. Jeez. I'm a Hulk trapped in a human body. No, you're a t-shirt trapped in a kilo pile. Yeah, anyway, so what I'm doing right now, going through this stuff, making some assessments. Tell you what, some of the quality of the stuff is really good, so I'm just making notes on this to feedback again. Like, literally, this isn't the stuff since our review. We've had like a lot of aggressive reviews this week to essentially feed it back to the supplier and be like, look, this is where it needs to improve, this is what we need to work on, and these are the things that don't need to get included. And they've basically got a really good system with us where we think we're going to be able to like make this make sense for everybody. But yeah, what else am I going to do now? I think in about 20 minutes, I can go and empty the tumble dryer. So I'm going to go and make a video down there and show you, because on the camera, it looks like everything's going to just electrocute you straight away, but you got to play on the internet sometimes. So this will be me monitoring this now. I genuinely think that video will probably have quite a good reaction because people will be shocked by it. But yeah, we keep moving anyway. So here I am actually in here right now with the wellies on. This is something that we've done. And for anybody who's going, oh my God, Spencer, don't turn it on. They are okay. They're above water. And not only are they above water, but all of the electrics are also homed and secured in a safe place. I know that I'm not Colonel Common Sense, but the infrastructure that we've had through the people the electricians and stuff that have worked with us, setting all this up, have made sure that we're like all safe for these measures that happen. Floods are a normal thing, as I say. Have a little look outside the window so you can see. And that, yeah, man, I might have to get the canoe out. But look, take a look at this. So that is essentially where the steps should be, but it's right now just absolutely getting blasted. So essentially what we have to wait for is just the water levels to be moved. Essentially, how do I say it? We're in about a 24-hour delay from the impact of where the river soar is a little bit more like in Leicester. So what happens is, now that it's not raining, we should be in a good position where the water's going to naturally move. And assuming that the levels just go down and it all calms down beforehand, we should be okay. But there is quite a long process on this in general. So we're just going to have to essentially just wait and see. Just wait and see. So this seems like any time really, while I'm just emptying the tumble dryer, sorry, and getting the rest of them in ready, to just sort of tell you about this whole football shirt thing and what's happened. Like, why have I got football shirts? Well, basically, one of the things that we've been doing, this one says daddy at the back. One of the things we've been doing recently is improving the quality of what we get. But alongside improving the quality is exploring other alternatives of stock that we can kind of like buy as a means to help other parts of it. So you might have heard me mention about like the bundles and how we're trying to think about potentially, hang on, thumbnail. Might have to choose a better one than Arsenal. No offense, Arsenal. I mean, you're doing great in the league, but for me right now, it'd probably be a Man United one. But no, essentially one thing that we're doing is I want to put like a football shirt in each bundle and bale. And even though that's quite an expensive like thing for me to do, and it's something that what I'm looking at is the customers over currency. Here it is, the better one. Wait. Man United is a better one. Unpopular or popular. But no, we like Man United. Anyway, I know where like football shirts sit, and for me, they've always been the same thing as like trainers. Like, you stay clear of them because you stay with what you know. I'm not a connoisseur of them. I can legitimize them and tell you what's fake and what's not fake about them. I can like very quickly understand the value in these football shirts based on different teams and based on different leagues, different home and away kits, and you know, like an old Total 90s Brazil one with knackered and battered neckline. Is it going to go for £2 or not? I don't know. But, you know, there's still an audience for it. In its grade A condition, it still sits around 50 to 75. So
I've had some looking. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. You just see me constantly pull the same face. Maybe I should do something different, like try and eat it. But no, this is different for us. And I don't know if this is a permanent feature, nor do I know, or nor do I like want to like make it seem like it would be ever a permanent feature. I appreciate what it is right now in the moment, where I'm basically absorbing this as a cost. This is more expensive than any stock I'm buying right now. And like I say, I just have means of buying everything. And I've got the best part of, probably the best part of 100 to 120 shirts on me right now. But they're in a complete mixture of conditions. Like I'm saying, like some of them are in very like look, the Carlsberg on that is just all cracked and stuff. So that's why I want to do them £1 no reserve. I want to basically, the stream on Saturday is going to be 30 to 50 shirts where I'm going to pick good quality ones out. So funnily enough, like all the Arsenal ones, they're in immaculate condition. Maybe because Arsenal fans are only new now and they, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no animosity or any energy towards anything like that. Other than Bayern Munich, best team to play on FIFA when I used to play it. But no, essentially what I was trying to get to, I should show them at the same time. This is distracting for all of us, isn't it? This is something different that we're trying to add. I'm not trying to say this is something like, oh my God, you're guaranteed a football shirt. But for people that have been buying the bundles, for the whole process, I've been making it very clear that this will just be constantly a different process that we'll just develop. Like we're understanding it. We've not, like 99% of our business, we've been retailers of individual items. And in the last few months, we've basically been exploring this wholesale route of how it can make sense for us across the board. And, you know, buying the football shirts, doing this sort of capacity, like even just random other sports bits like this, woo, just in case, is, you know, oh shit, I don't want this to fall. It's just one of them things, really. I'm not really saying much, but it's just different. It's not a guarantee that it's always going to be here, but we're going to just see how it goes. I know that you can't really do bad by football shirts because they're not things that you can ever, like, you know, you don't hear someone going, oh God, I can't sell football shirts. Most likely, what you're hearing is someone going, God, I can't find anywhere that will sell me football shirts to resell. And just quickly, this is never something that I will be able to offer at wholesale, and I'll make that very clear right now. The wholesale option that I can offer is including one per bale that's 10 kilos. And anybody that buys a 20, I may be able to do two, but I'll be honest with you. Oh no, I'll be honest with you. Fuck. Oh well. It's going in the tumble dryer anyway, so it doesn't matter. What will I be honest with you about? Hang on, 1 second. I can't get a new one. Yeah. Oh, this is a good shirt. Well, look at this one. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but look at that. Losing the plot spend, had to have the plot in the first place. No, it's just something different, and you guys are seeing it on a day-to-day or like a however often basis, and we can just see. We can see how this goes. I'll monitor back what I think about it, but yeah, like I say, a lot of them are not grade A. I would say it's a very small percentage that are grade A, and quite a lot of them are grade B, and a few of them are grade C, because again, it's not a line that I like get often, but what I'm thinking it'll be is the grade A ones will go on the stream. Look at this one. It's the England and Deliveroo. Lul. Some of the good ones will go on the stream. They won't be going on the website or anything like that, but that's what's going to happen.
Look at that, rocked and ready. And then we've got a load of these here. Look at that. Jeez, go on in. Yeah, just a quick little progress one for you while I'm waiting for parcel force, who should be coming any minute. Just getting like 5 kilo bundles made. So basically what I'm doing right now is just pulling the brand in. Now their process will be to do it in the categories on the floor and then take bits of each. Now because I've been live pulling them out, so what I'll do is all the branding that I see on a first inspection I put in there. Anything that is a little bit like funny or anything, I then take it out. So these are the branded ones that were in, and then we took it out. That one's actually a booty, that's why it's in that one. Let's show you like a branded one as to why I took it out. Okay, so here's a branded one that I took out, and the reason why I took it out is because before I put it in the parcel I noticed this. So I'll see if I can find it right now to show you. It's just something that was on the seam of it, I believe. It would be handy if I remembered where it was beforehand, but I did pull it for a reason. One sec. Right, I found it. This is why I pulled it, because this has got that little bit of fray in there. So for me, that would probably fall into the 5% still. But because I've spotted it, I'll take it out. And the same way with like other little bits. This one didn't have its zip pull. Now, easy fix, but we'll leave it in the grade C rags and reworks. But yeah, I got 4 of the 5 kilo bundles. So what I'm going to be basically doing over the course of the next few days is building loads of these, then going through the orders, because I think, hang on, I think Marge said we've got about, I think there's about 25 or 30 to build still. So what I'm going to do is basically go through all these bags. I genuinely feel that if I have like roam to do this for about 5-6 hours tomorrow, which is what it looks like tomorrow and potentially Friday as well, I'm essentially going to just have loads of them. And then Tyler's going to come in and he's going to put them in the bundles and in the boxes. And then what I'm hoping to do is have that picked up by Parcel Force on Friday, so everything that we've got, and essentially just go through the orders, make sure I'm ticking them all off and doing that process. So that's going to be something. Also, this is a little random one. Some of you may have remembered I mentioned something about a shoot for my brother and his jewellery brand, and I kind of haven't mentioned that again. Turns out, sometimes you have to learn the power of no, and I learned it a little bit later because I said yes first, but the reality is like, you don't even mention the flood, you don't even mention like the chaos that's going on, but like running a business and, you know, handling that, you have to really put your priorities first and be like, no, look, I have to do what's right for me first, even if it's like a paid job. Like, don't get me wrong, if you want me to ever do shoots for you in the studio, feel free to get in touch. I have a studio and I have an insane amount of experience. This isn't a CV I needed to do right now, but I have an insane amount of experience in studios, working with models, on location, out of location, men's, women's, all cultures, all backgrounds. Just thought I'd add that if you did want that. But because of this, and because of the way that that sits, I charge a very premium price for it because of how much I value the other time around it. And yes, family is family, but last minute decisions are always difficult. So I had to just basically say, no, I'll leave it with you. I'll send it back, and I'm sorry that I can't help. Because, you know, I've just got other things that we need to handle at the moment, which is all of these bundles. But yeah, I'm waiting for Parcel Force to come, and I'll be honest with you, I'm planning to have a real day, like I've probably said already. I'm planning to have a real day here tomorrow, so I essentially get here as early as I can, go to the gym, do all the normal stuff, probably get here for 10, because I've sadly got a little bit of like I've got some personal stuff going on in the morning at my house, regarding my house, and I'm going to just have to handle that. And then being here from 10 o'clock till probably, I don't know, like I might basically chip in and out, but I reckon from like 10 till about 3, and then I'll come back and go on again and come back here. But let me just turn it around so it's a bit more dynamic a sec. Apologies, I always need to remember to keep the camera moving about. But yeah, I'm going to just basically be here in this station doing this. And what my plan is tomorrow, go through as many bags as possible, go through these processes, create all this so that Tyler, who comes to do the boxes and get it all set up, he'll come on Friday afternoon and Saturday morning to give me a hand with basically all the piles I'll have. So my plan is to just basically have like 30 to 40 of these £5 a kilo bundles. Then he basically will bag them up individually, build the boxes and put them up as per the specs. So once I've got a bit more of this done, I'm going to move all of the situation back out. In fact, I'm going to put these branded bits into here now, because this is essentially what they've done. But this is why I like this, because I don't really want shitloads of stuff on the floor. For me, it's just, I said this to Marge the other day. I was saying, I totally get how this is a system that works for you, and I want everybody to understand like my system. For me, this makes more sense to me because it's just 3 bundles like that, and I can just take all the branded and I can build them up like this. But what I'm trying to get to is that on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so we've got 2 days from right now, 48 hours, when I'm going to start doing these. So I've got, for selling, I've got this bale, that bale, that bale, and then I've also got this whole rail of stuff to do as well. So I've probably got the best part of 200 to 220 auctions, plus about 30 to 50 football shirts I need to do. And what's that? Oh, my pop's messaging me. Sent him the picture of the flood, and he was just like, oh. But anyway, enough of that. Phone is booming off, so I need to go and see what everyone's after. So that's it. I feel like I've had a right day today. I feel like a lot's gone on, and we've been here to see the moods. I always do this thing where when I watch the videos back, I'm always like, that's how you was feeling then. Honestly, it's great reflection time. But one last look of the water level before I go.
just to see. Oh shit, I forgot I got the dryer on. It really won't make a difference, honestly, because obviously we've done it anyway. But that is the water, so you can see the level. Tomorrow, we'll report back and see how it is. But right now, I'm gonna head home. And what I'm basically gonna do now is just get the laptop set up. And do basically the second part of it. So I'll show you a little bit about what I'm doing with it, but the other part of me is just gonna be getting this video up. Essentially, this is my contribution and work around the partnership with Tilt. The live stream platform that allows you to sell items at £1 no reserve or whatever you like. And what I'm going to do as part of like what my partnership with them is essentially go and watch the people that are on live. Now I've got this new laptop, which I've been waiting for. I can do it on the go, which is kind of what I was waiting for anyway. I wanted something that I could do on the go, because obviously, as you can see, and most of the time, I'm on the go, or I like to be on the go, you know. Imagine that, I'm just going around charity shops, quick pit stop, to just watch people's live and then go into another charity shop. That's the life I want to live. And I quite think everybody's getting the picture of that now. If I tell one more person, yes, I'll do like TikTok videos and anyway, shut up, Spen. What I'm saying is, what I go back to do now is, as my expertise with being on the live stream and working on the camera, I watch people and understand where they could sort of improve. Honestly, like the way that people could improve, like so simply, and it affects their turnover so drastically, is unbelievable. Like I've been watching people and I've just been like, they could just do this and they'll be able to fix it. They could just do this and it will be able to change. And it is just as simple as that. Like, and I can say that because I come from experience. Not experience, like it's not relative, right? One thing I'll say is, being good on live stream is not relative to whether you've been a seller for a long time. It's about your approach towards the camera. For me, and I speak to other people, like other people who stream in a multitude of ways and places, because I will be honest with you, I've got lots of friends that stream on lots of other platforms that I can't promote, and lots of friends that I have that stream on platforms that I use and I do promote. But what I will tell you right now is, if you want to be on the camera, the easiest bit of free work experience is to do live streaming, because it gets you used to being on the camera. Anyway, on the next shot, I've just got to drop these parcels off, a couple for InPost, couple for Every, and then I'm going to be back home. So we'll probably round it off with me showing you my little, my new little setup. So Bizzle, and also I have no idea why Bizzle is my new thing, but we'll just go with it for a bit. Yeah, Bizzle. Mate, what a place to be doing that. Literally just dropped off with parcel force and there we are again. But look at that. If you've never seen a crane before, that's a crane. I'm telling you, not even Waitrose car park is safe. Look at that, man. Jeez. So here is the current setup that I have, just to show you. And yes, I've put important tilt stuff, because I'm not actually going to show you. You didn't think I was going to tell you what I actually am picking up and analysing on these people, are you? No. But this is what I basically do. So spend my time watching it, either on the phone, on the computer, watching people like Ricky Resells, shout out to you, my dude. And basically reviewing this sort of stuff. Essentially, finding out what people like Metro Fashion are doing, what they could be doing better, how they could be connecting with an audience, and how that could be helping them to actually generate, like, you know, revenue and sales. I think their layout is pretty cool anyway, but I'm not going to give you any intake and opinion on that. We're just going to save that. But anyway, the next shot now, because it's the last one. And like I say, guys, I am just using this as my little home post-work office. I'm going to edit this video now and get it up so that you guys can see it hopefully before about the crack of flipping midnight. The crack of midnight? Whatever it is. But yeah, this is what I'll be doing now intermittently throughout. So just taking some moments to make some notes on different sellers, what they're doing, where they could improve, and things that I noticed that are positive that potentially other people could do. So anyway, that is me done. Oh, sorry, on today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've been enjoying the return of the daily vlogs and stuff, because I'm enjoying producing them and putting them together. And I'm looking forward to going to do that now. So yeah, guys, as always, stay safe, stay steady. We'll keep doing you, and I'll see all you beautiful peeps tomorrow. I think definitely tomorrow. We'll see where the flood's at. We'll see how the footy shirts are coming along. And yeah, most importantly, you get to see some live bundle making. So yeah, in a bizzle, peeps. Have a good one.